They would lose the head-to-head to Furia in a loss here, which would just be crazy. I would really, that being said though, like to see them play with the pressure alleviated at this point. Sadok has been feeling the weight of the world on his shoulders this year.
You can see it on his face in the arrivals.
You absolutely can. So I want to see them relax a little bit, have fun with this game. I honestly think that's the key to their success.
Yeah, EU realizes he doesn't quite have enough time to let that shot go as quick as he would have liked. Thieves has already gotten in. Now on the Jet, something we've seen a little bit less. The Rays maybe not so convincing. But is the duelist going to step up here for Loud? Well, so far he's going to be sitting down the rest of this round.
Already, such a perfect flash from Asuna. Phenomenal on the KO here.
Spike down B.
It's all up to Pancada, who's stuck on Speedway, and Cryo picks up where he left off. That last series we saw for 100 Thieves, we said, okay, Cryo's not exactly on his Jet. He's playing controller a lot of the time. When he got to finish that series on Ascent against EG, he came alive. We're like, that's the Cryo we've been looking for this stage.
Yeah, until that series, that map against EG. In the Stage 1 playoffs, Cryo left off with a 1.33 KD ratio, and in Stage 2 was at only 0.89. Such a significant drop-off. But right now, getting right back into that electric form he had in the playoffs. And it might just be right at the right time, and we talked about 100 Thieves peaking at the right time. If they peak here again just before the Stage 2 playoffs, they can make it a chance.
They did it in Stage 1, and it started with a win over Loud in the knockouts. But then they went on to beat Leviathan and make it all the way through. Great opening here for Cryo. The shot over towards Tiles. Easily snapped up as he looked to take part of mid. And 0 Point as well is going to reveal a little bit more than 100 Thieves otherwise expected, and this will shepherd Loudly towards the middle of the map. Cryo, though, again, will be waiting. And don't count out Asuna. Sat here with the Bulldog waiting for this push.
Cryo already 4 on the board.
Contacted!
Off Asuna here. Ready to fight with him.
Asuna hardly taking a scratch there. More than happy to trade some blows with Pancada. Someone's hungry!
Yeah.
Cryo gets involved as well. And now we're down to 2 Loud players forced to play here from A main. At least an orb for their troubles, as yet another 0 Point reveals them. And it's an open book for 100 Thieves, and they are ravenous readers.
Cryo already now 6 on the board, 2 rounds in. And headed into this playoffs, as a viewer, I'm also just interested in seeing what form he's going to be in, what form will 100 Thieves be in. Their fundamentals have been shaky for a lot of Stage 2, but they're definitely on the upswing. How high they will go, though, that is the question. I want to see where they're going to leave us off at in this regular season, headed towards the playoffs next week. Cryo already operator in hands. 100 Thieves will always play to getting Cryo that round 3 operator on the defensive side.
Yeah, so these first couple of rounds have been optimal for the 100 Thieves duelist. Cummins doesn't dare to test mid. They probably should suspect that Cryo has it up in hand already.
He was hit by that 0 Point as well. Unreal. Pushing out of the smoke. What a timing to find. Lovely from him.
All of Loud here grouped up over towards A main, and in they go to his inside the cloudburst here. Bang. TPing away from Gen now to help. Asuna bites his time through door. There is a smoke in the way, but bang! Oh! Asuna combines and the Bulldogs go to work. It's just Sadok here, and he gives a damn good of account of himself, but still 2 players in his way, and 100 Thieves claim the gun round.
Asuna just finds 2 perfect timings by the millisecond in that round. The push down cat out of the smoke with Cryo holding deep for him despite being hit by that KO knife, deactivating his potential to dash away if he was in danger. Held that angle for Asuna. He gets this push down, and that timing as well. He was out of flashes, which typically you would need to get out of that smoke towards door, but waited to play off Bang, and the second Bang took contact. Swings through, free kill again for him. Looking very clean already. Huge. Might be a little bit more monotonous with map control taking.
Here we are, Cryo 7-0 here. 12-4, first kill, first death against EG, and even on Omen, he was 5-1 on that Lotus game. He was +8 on the Jet of Ascent. Already it's looking like a Cryo game is brewing. Let's walk straight up into that one. Easy contact taken by Cryo. He might have more if he dares to stick around. Sees the head. Doesn't offer it up though. Tui's will be denied that opportunity.
Tough second shot to hit. Doesn't connect, but first kill more than enough. Tui's breaking the alarm bot, and with that smoke going down top mid, feigning a potential B split in the works for Loud, so 100 Thieves have to be concerned about this.
Still Loud have that tree control off the Aldro.
And with that concern, it got the drone out of EU, re-clearing info on Tui's opposite side of the map. Kawanzin finds an opening towards Tree. Triggers the exec as well.
They'd have their split onto A pretty comfortably here. They have a player set up in hell. Cryo knows Tui's is still lurking towards the mid-side of the map and hasn't able to take a shot elsewhere. Though Busio's anchoring well. Deals with Pancada and eventually Cryo wins out against the Jet in mid. Now a 2v2, but Arsenal is on his own for the time being. Risky business, but he brought Sadak down. It's just Kawanzin with the Sheriff. Cryo sticks the landing. Perfect 10 from the judges. Another 3K and 4 on the board for the Thieves.
Oh, they play that 2v1 so well at the end there. Cryo popping that Blade Storm, which he had years ago already, has gotten so many kills. A flat 10-0.
My ult's ready.
Simple opening onto Les, switches his early round positioning. Prior round playing in mid, this time towards Cat.
Be faster.
We talk about the elaborate mid-rounding from Sadak, but then we have someone like Les there just walking up mid into an expected operator play. Cuts the legs out from under Loud.
Loud do have that null command, the KO ultimate on offer. And because of that, actually, wow, I mean, right now, 100 Thieves, I was just looking at their KJ setup, extremely spread. Molly's towards both sites. Loud are going to slow things down. They have to be weary about this operator. Cryo is opting for a more passive angle, though. If he was playing up close and that null command gets popped, if he loses that dash, could easily go down.
Busio can play off the contact of his turret in tree, though, so a lot of information able to be garnered by 100 Thieves. Mid has been taken, though, and you see the defenders on B have fallen into the site itself, expecting a mid-take from Loud.
And how you can see Busio, he's actually had to pick up that angle towards spawn, a very, very passive one. It's Loud. Pop that ultimate, work into the B split.
And they know the null command's coming, so they really try and play to the extremities of the map. Now Busio going to start rotating, but Asta strikes from the sides, through the wall, no less. Lit up, of course, by EU now, ready to receive a push from Speedway. Arsenal with the off angle, and this is taking too long for Loud, far too long. Pancada the last one standing, and he may well have been seen there with that updraft. But either way, that spike is a long way from him and hit by the recon. Blinding. Loud are getting absolutely nothing here, denied everything. And it's bang to get the job done.
Just styling on him a bit. That swift rotation from Busio was all the way towards A by Tree. Just sends it through spawn to assist that initiator duo who are anchoring back B and EU. Got that recon up just before the null command was in range to get Asuna the simplest first kill, playing that tight corner, playing that crossfire. 100 Thieves are fluid in motion right now.
And that's where they're playing, basically in Boathouse on that B side. So EU does have enough time to get rid of that recon before the null command comes in and shuts his abilities down. That was so well read by 100 Thieves. Again, 5 defensive rounds on the trot. And again, Loud down to pistols.
Cryo was holding close towards a main, and 0 point gets broken for him. 3 players from 100 Thieves on this site, ready to deal with the oncoming hit.
And they got no choice but to contact now. The null command was thrown up. Sadak walked headfirst into Asuna. And same again, less clearing mid. Slowly, methodically, yes. But Busio gets the better of him with a better weapon. And now stuck at top mid are the last 2 remaining Loud players.
Enemy remaining.
This team has shown us so little in this game. 100 Thieves have beat them to every corner, every edge. Kawanzin, normally the standout, at least recently for Loud, the highest rated player on their team, 8th in the league on rating, or kills per round rather, has done very little of that this game.
Yeah, very high up there in all the statistics, leading Loud in pretty much all of the statistics, which is a little surprising, but certainly has displayed an incredibly high level on the initiator, has done since joining the squad last year. But up against 100 Thieves on their Ascent defense, this was, of course, Loud's map pick. But 100 Thieves on this side have been phenomenal all year long. The anchoring from Bang and Asuna towards that A site, how they play off of each other. And obviously when Cryo gets the operator online here, this map is the Jets' playground. 0 kills, but he's having one of those games where your team is obliterating everyone so hard that you can't do anything. You can't even take a duel, you can't find anyone. They're making it look all too easy. As Loud are gathered up outside of B right now. Hunter's Fury into this round in the hands of Cowanzine.
It's a lockdown round here as well for Hunter Thieves.
Yeah, so might just have to save that to counter it. Smoke was placed. Oh, there's a cover to the left. I mean, Les is having a tragic time on these lurks.
Busio as well. Here's that out drone, doesn't offer up anything. May opt to give this space up and then go for the lockdown for the retake. Oh, you're not getting out of here in one piece. We don't take the 2-for-1. Bang, playing off his own paranoia. Unreal! Bengata loses this one. It's a gun round, Wyatt. What is going on?
Just holds it. This is destruction from Hunter Thieves, and it's not the first time this year that they have done this to a team on Ascent defense. It feels like wherever you go,
This is a gun round.
you're running into the perfect setup. And a lot of this, it's nothing. Obviously, when you're playing this comp, you're not reinventing the wheel. They played against this a million times. This has always been the meta comp
But
on
one of the
Ascent.
teams that experimented with Ascent comps earlier this year, right? They tried.
They were. Hunter Thieves are just playing the meta to perfection. Their fundamentals look flawless at the moment. And that was really the key issue for me watching those early games in Stage 2 when they were losing to Furia, back in week 1. Much improved.
So he's with the Blade Storm here. May have himself a duel with the devil. Cryo gets out, in fact, Cowanzine back behind him. Tui's now going to sneak into market, at least some split potential here as Cryo rotates back around to cover CT. Dangerous Tui's has shown himself now. Takes some warbang damage and Sardak flashes, but Tui's opts not to play off of it. Oh, he tries the cloud burst and he can't get away. Cryo, bloodthirsty.
Just spotted him for the briefest moment and capitalizes.
Finally something for Loud here. Busio is overcome, but Sardak is so low. Les is playing an inserted anchor position here. Pancada might be the one to deliver Loud their first round. He snuck in past the alarm bot. That's why no one's expecting to see him here.
It's drawing so much attention.
30 seconds left.
Still holding. Oh my God, actually whiffs. That's the type of shot. What is this? Cryo would never miss.
Arsenal may be calling someone over towards that door direction. He'll get one, but the spray is wild. Les is able to capitalize, but Cryo, always Cryo with the operator.
You just can't walk into his angle, man.
Now we're going to push Cowanzine because we have no respect. Apparently, Cryo falls. Cowanzine down to 8, though.
And here's the respect. Oh, EU, never mind just going to swing. His weak, low HP Sova counterpart shut him down. 10-0 for 100 Thieves. And finally, EU's on the board. He got his. That's why he had to swing at the end there.
Finally, Cryo
Get me
dies,
on the
by
board.
18-1 for the Jet. At this point here, Hunter Thieves treating this like a warm-up for map 2. It feels like Pancada does want to win that fight out. Especially because his position was well and truly known. But I mean, the fact of the matter is there's nothing elaborate about Loud. They're walking up into these operator angles time and time again. Yeah, see? Even EU's got the bandwidth to stand up and get excited now. That's when you know Hunter Thieves are feeling it.
Poor Cryo. Hopefully that first death doesn't hit him too hard. I hope he can keep his head in the game here, Mitch. That's my question as we try to finish this one out.
Our drone out of the smoke here. Let's spot the player at the back of the site. That is, of course, Bang. Okay, wild spray. Busio might have more here. Sardak brings him down, but Bang's there for the refrag. And stuck in tree is Sardak, who has to again hold his ground. But here come the knives. Cryo might be sharper than them. Maybe not. Sardak rips him as he comes across, but another 100 Thieves round, still with 2 up.
Cryo still runs in, gets his 20 for 2.
Last round before the switch.
What can you even say at this point? What did I have in my notes about the 100 Thieves story? The 100 Thieves temperature check. Will they be good heading into playoffs? What's the form of Cryo going to look like? It's been tough for them in Stage 2, starting out with that loss against Furia. Blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Who cares?
Really trying to editorialize.
6 doesn't even care at this point. I mean, holy, man.
11-0, 20-2 for Cryo.
I think they might be peaking at the right time again.
Oh, okay, this might be... As soon as we get contact confirmed to name main. Busio thought about it. Well, no chance to do it now. I think he was hoping to preempt this. Got to be flashed up. This has been a good start for Loud, but can they capitalize on this util? Hardest Fury now, also being thrown in the mix. Busio, little sidestep, little no-see, no pass, but he sees Thieves comes in and he gets one. Zardak's able to trade out now, and Cryo wants to drop to the side. 2 players pinged though for Loud. They have to take a sidebar. A peek punishes Cryo. He can't capitalize. Now EU wildly sprays as he steps back. The double flash was good, but he wasn't in the position to play off of it. And now Arsenal is in a 1v2. Sprays the door down. It almost feels like 100 Thieves want to get to half-time, get some of those orange slices and gear up for the attack side.
Surely Arsenal doesn't win this 1v2. Surely not.
Well, I know he's here at the very least. Okay, surely!
Oh, thank God for the IGL. Thank God for Sada.
Switching
I think the
sides.
first smile for Loud in this game.
Nothing like it, the ironic raise of the fist. But for Loud, folks, it's a pretty grim story. 1 round gained on this defensive side. Attack side, rather. Sadak 9 and 11 to stand down, but that's not saying a whole lot. Bustio tanks that one here. Oh, there's a player right behind him. Awkward moments.
Yeah, what was that?
Good looks from EU there. Sadak for 3 in that round.
One enemy
To
remains.
finally get Loud on the board. Unfortunately, it may just be a little too late. Oh, man.
May just be too late. Maybe an understatement. I think we might be headed to buy. Held steadfast. Those 100 Thieves players were never forced off. And Austin said he hoped that they would play a pretty good game today. He got his wish.
Yep, I mean-
unless they throw, unless they lose this 13-11.
I mean, let's set expectations a little bit. This will be the biggest comeback in history at this level. Bang, flashed up early. Nice little pop here from the defenders, but Cryo, oh, he's so man. The guy's sub-zero.
It's illegal. He can't be playing like this.
Oh, well, flagrantly defying the laws of this state at the very least, Wyatt. Pistol win for 100 Thieves. Coming back for a little bit of aim training before the break of bind.
And again, thank God we don't get paid by the hour. I'll tell you that.
Ain't that
This
the
is
truth?
the fastest game I've seen in a while. Holy man, 23 and 3. Remember how I was talking about that Cryo, his KD stat was,
Yeah, like
it was
you drop down,
1.33 during
like
stage 1 playoffs, and then
0.9.
yeah, it was 0.9 and stage 2 here. It's going up. Okay, that's that.
Good to know.
It's going up.
This will drastically affect his KD now I think of it. Oh, buddy. The kill death ratio of what, 20? Or 23 now in this game? Must be nice.
Loud, obviously. They are on the force.
And they will be forcing for every round from here on out.
100 Thieves gather up towards A. We saw against EG, Bustio was calling a very straightforward attack half. A lot of faster hits.
Fancies a bit of a fight here, knows he has the better weapon. Does expect to be outnumbered at some point. Sadak! All right, brazenly takes the fight. And throws a couple of extra bullets just to make sure, you never know.
He might have gotten up.
Yeah, he might get back up. Can't have that. Cryo into the cloud burst here, sets himself up. Deep now on this side, which Loud opted to play full retake on, and well, sometimes you get a freebie. Better lucky than good. Sometimes you're both. Then you're frightening.
Plan is going to go down back sight. Arsenal, Cryo playing very deep. It's just going to be EU watching that A main flank, and now smoked off. We'll have to find a timing to swing through, help his teammates out.
All right, there it is. Cryo to the Vandal in his hands. Nothing Loud can do.
I mean, just
25 and 3.
send it to bind.
Remaining.
Les is about to do just that now, has to make the play here from heaven. Last player standing.
I mean, that is filthy work. I mean, that is an outrageous stat line.
As much as they can. We had the Omen lurking, right? Especially with the ult up, heads over to the other side of the map, towards Showers or something similar. Either way, here we go, folks. 100 Thieves start on the defense. Will be on board with Loud. On this map of bind, again, a loss here would mean it's the last time we see them this year, so soak it up.
It would also mean for the first time they don't finish a season as the top team from Brazil. It would be Furia placed above them. They have the head-to-head advantage over them, dishing them that defeat earlier in stage 2. Good nade. 2 E's.
He's got 2.
Perfect C's from EU.
Cohen Zine, okay, able to get a bit of damage on Bustio. Eventually 2 years brings him down. A 1-for-1 trade that does see Loud get out of Shower to the side. EU hides in wait. He's about to get awful busy. Oh, the right click's a little bit wayward. 2 years was able to get back with about half of his health, and now eventually he'll be brought down, but it's bang from the periphery. Who found 3. Another pistol yet again for 100 Thieves.
Loud could just, they could see there was that blood in the water from EU, missing those shots. They knew he was low on ammo. If they swing him together, might even catch him reloading.
Such a
But Bang
safe
just
passive angle for Bang to play from.
Use just a juicy little piece of bait there for Bang.
Dangled a lamb shank in front of Loud, and they went for it.
No one even looking at him. Playing a little bit of grid shot. And again, Loud starting down. They lost the first pistol at the beginning of Ascent. 100 Thieves take the first pistol here.
They give Bang that defuse as well. He's almost halfway to his Viper's pit. Away we go. This time, attention towards Hookah, an area of the map that Bang tends to lock down pretty consistently. Duya's already more kills he had in the first half of Ascent. Good sign. Here we go, straight to the side. Flashed instantly, though. And it's 2 more for Bang, make it 3.
Oh my god, the TP is so fast as well. Asuna coming through. It's just so decisive from 100 Thieves. So much confidence. Again, just peaking at the right time as we get into playoffs.
And Zix played down their team play in that first map. He said it was okay, and he felt like the individual skill was there. But the fundamentals here for 100 Thieves look better than ever. Against arguably a team that's maybe not texting them so much, but still, what a masterclass we have.
Loud on their bye. Let's see if they can get their second round here in the series. Try and shut down 100 Thieves from converting a bonus.
They disrespect
Running
the
away
deep
with
smoke.
this one.
Now the one-way also thrown up. Side heavily flashed though. Loud, do you want to push through this? Unless he's waiting for Boostio on the wrap. A little bit slower through. Shower than the rest of his team. Cryo takes a ton of damage there to the molly. But Plunge 2 is out of the mix. Oh, the Seize!
The Seize nade!
Decent damage. Kawanzine able to limp away though. Ball remain posted up here. Now 100 Thieves have to unravel this in a 4 versus 4, and that's a great start. Bang from the back of the site. Now we're going to have 300 Thieves players stacked up together.
Both of the Loud controllers are so deep down short. Time is dwindling though, hasn't even been tapped.
Paranoia timing for less is good. He hears the spike defuse. Bang sticking it, Bang sticking it. Eventually gets taken down. Now Asuna knows he doesn't have any time. And Loud are able to navigate the rocky seas of the post plant. You might be standing at the end, but not for long. Loud get on the board.
And not quite with the clock there. Tons of damage done to Loud though. Look at the state of their economy. It's going to be an awkward buy going up against 100 Thieves full buy now. A lot of light armors lacking some utility pieces here and there. And perhaps Boostio getting a little bit ahead of himself, being caught. And I did want to point out too, I mean, already EU is like 2 for 2 on great seizes in this game. The fade util from him is sublime.
Bang
I don't think there's anyone like him when it comes to the fade.
Yeah, Bang with that 4th round Viper's Pit. Built that absurdly quickly. And now he's going to funnel out in the direction of Showers if they have any interest of testing A. Or walk into the ocean.
Townsend does have that Trailblazer to go through. Dizzy as well. One molly from Bang could stymie this.
Someone got ahead of the molly though. They pushed out. Bang, no holds his ground. Down to 33, but that's enough for the time being. Asuna can step up to reinforce that position. The pit is such an issue. Eventually Bang drops. But it took the judge inside the pit to account for him. Dizzy knocked off.
Cryo on the flank right now, down short.
Boombot thrown out there, and Cryo has such a perfect timing. No way Loud can be ready for this. Now the spike in the hands of Kawanzine has to really fight back. Getting a couple as he goes out, not too bad. But 100 Thieves convert on that gun round.
And that's the economy broken for Loud. They went into that lacking utility, lacking heavy armors.
They forced up and had to use most of that util into the Viper's Pit at the start of the round to get there.
They try to ego that pit, try to catch Bang, but he falls back into lamps. Gets this nice first kill, Sadak on the chase, and as the round goes on, things just evolve. That swing from less there, solo effort entirely, and listen, you can't blame a player for trying to make a play that will even the odds, even the man advantage, back to a level playing field, but things are just not looking synced up, and it's versus 100 Thieves whose fundamentals are looking as smooth as I've seen them this year.
Bang once again in Hookah. Baited by the shoulder peak. Great stuff here for Kawanzine to capitalize. TP came through pretty quickly now. Boostio trying to get in there with some of that util, but this is getting awkward. Showstopper. Behind him. Yep, catches Sadak coming through the TP. Not before Sadak deals with Boostio though. And the result is a player advantage and the spike left inside the TP. Oh, there's no way that's getting picked up.
Now Cryo is just gonna go right into the teleport and just wait.
Let me just keep an eye on this for you, Pancada. He's going to get crossfired here.
This one is all but done. The smallest of consolations is the fact that Pancada will have an orbital strike after going down to Asuna. Another 3 from him. The star rays of 100 Thieves picking it up for them on maps like Vine.
Headshot.
I like this though. Good start. The TP play from Asuna though. Again, he's a game that he's feeling quite confident.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it is all about denying the post plant. We saw what happened when Loud are able to get that spike down. It can be really awkward, especially on A, to retake that up against all that util, the post plant mollies, all that stuff. So 100 Thieves can play ahead of it, and they have been. Inside hookah, up A short with deep smokes. Maybe even some showers presence this round from Cryo too.
Cannot express enough how pivotal this round is right now for Loud. They have 4 ultimates available, 3 very influential in getting a round win, and their economy is on the line.
Boombot thrown up, and now orb secured for Loud, as they're at least able to get within striking distance of this B site. Already Cryo has been dragged over to B.
Monster on the loose.
Here comes Thrash from the attackers. Looking to check elbow, Obster back around here. So he can be recovered. I'll be in a slightly risky location.
Does a good job of getting some of this defensive utility out, though. That'll pay off later when the exec actually comes in and they're trying to pivot to A off the space that Les took in shower.
Molly though, slows him down.
Here's more.
Thrash again comes out. Dizzy also used by the defenders here. Showstopper too, he needs to get in there. Orbital strike! And everyone filters out into the path of the Showstopper. It's going to be Asuna brought down, and Busio just surges through the smoke.
What a lovely sync of those 2 ultimates. Force someone in the path of that showstopper.
Smokes expire, and he used just a little sharper. Cryo will hide inside that dark cover.
I've got your trail.
Seek is also used. That's a little bit too much. Provoke the TP away for less, but we are in the post plant here, and Bang is not ready for this very passive angle 2 users holding.
Enemy remaining.
Les deals with Cryo as he surges up towards showers. Clean around from Loud. 3 guns taken out of it. They get that post plant that we're looking for.
Nicely done from Les. Similar positions that we're used to seeing him in, lurking towards shower, but not a familiar agent by any means, playing the Omen within this, I'm going to call it the EG comp. They're the first team that I've seen play this, I think, all this year. That is the role of the Omen. A lot of presence towards shower on attack, finding timings. So we were seeing Superman do against 100 Thieves to a lot of success. Again, 100 Thieves just lost to this comp in their last Vine game.
Sentinels early in the year played a similar role with the Yorin. The gate crash across the map could be anywhere now, of course, with less TP up.
Go get him.
Serious opportunity now for Loud to get back in the game, tie things up. 100 Thieves economy hangs in the balance of this round, but they're on the verge of a couple pivotal ultimates that could turn the tides in their favor. Busio one off a Thrash, Cryo one off that orbital strike. Cryo is playing towards A. If he can get one here on short, fall off, have that ultimate to further delay the plant, maybe even kill the plant.
Yeah, I mean, they don't, 100 Thieves don't use it to delay the plant most often.
Shut down straight away. Well done from Tui's.
Cryo, no chance here to build that extra orb. Have to be till next round. Boombot thrown by Asuna now, but the nade is going to force him back. He satchels in the direction of Vents. And once again, Loud have that post plant. Here's the Nightfall for the retake attempt. And again, Bang can't find the timing he was looking for. Kawanzine is good for it. And even with the Nightfall in play, 100 Thieves have no step to this site whatsoever.
What a 2-piece for Kawanzine. He's the man that's had the hot hand for Loud in this stage 2. Statistically, they're highest in kills per round, leading in most of the stats across the board for the squad. And it's good to see Tui's begin to heat up a little bit here too. Just had no opportunities on the Jet on map 1 to get anything going. Stats look tragic, but you can't even be mad at him. I can't even blame him. Things in entirety across the team were going awry, and when you're just trying to enter, you don't have that support behind you, you're not going to look good. But now with Loud as a unit beginning to get into the swing of things, he's starting to look good because of it as well.
And Bang has been getting thwarted for the last couple of rounds consecutively on those late flank angles. He's been prepared for, Loud waiting for him. And there's been a variation in the attacker post-plant position to answer the flank.
There.
Obviously, this Loud comp doesn't have a sentinel, so they can't play off trips or anything like that.
And so that will be 100 Thieves' economy down the drain, an opportunity for Loud to tie up the game with a significantly better buy. It's mostly Sheriffs for the 100 Thieves side. Unless for that one Vandal in the hands of EU.
Oh, they spot him. Well, they hear him at least. Okay. He just gets out. Only get the Sheriff to work with.
Holding that tight angle as well. Not going to connect the shot, taking risks, but risks you will take when you have the bad buy.
There's that one way. It's going to be irritating for Picardo to deal with. He shows himself. It's exactly the use case for that Brimstone one way.
Just unaware that he was peeking out just barely on the right side of that Brimstone smoke. You can see Busio wants to tempt fate, recover this rifle, push up, and he's going to be able to do so. This position on short is great as well, with all of Loud just gathered up towards Shower. And again, here's Les, that lurking Omen. Does have the teleport ultimate though, so can show some presence. Pop the ultimate, meet back up with his team.
No one playing in tower here right now for 100 Thieves. Very far forward on the side in general, but you just get slapped. And Cowanzine flashes that corner. Busio, though, is ready. Wingman going to get the plant down now. DC's going to be an issue. Busio has to time his shots there and nothing else to rely on. Again, Cryo will be coming on a late flank, but again, it's double watched here by Loud.
Is it though? Oh, turns! But Cryo connects!
Oh, he's clever. Shoulder peeks that one. 2 years reveals himself, but he wins it out. It's just Bang.
What is that?
Shoulder peek is what shows 2 years. Close, but no cigar for 100 Thieves. Not about outing, though, for a pistol.
That is a lot of damage, but at this state of the game, the damage won't be entirely too relevant. Loud's win streak has their economy looking good. Finally coming to life, the Brazilian side. It's been struggles for them this year, and they'd love to end things off on a high note.
That's that one way being exploited. Boosty does want to get one here. The Dizzy makes his life hard.
Standing. One enemy
Oh
remaining.
my god, that is outrageous. I mean, Bang today is on fire.
And you make a good point, right? Even though, yeah, only one gun gets taken out of that.
On this round 9 as well, our 100 Thieves with that orbital strike and thrash that they got up just a round or two ago. So we'll see if they can convert. We'll see what the plan is. They used to run a lot of aggressive early set pieces on defense when they debuted this comp, when they were running it, you know, more towards the stage 1 playoffs. And those have kind of gone by the wayside as teams have watched their VODs, are keen to a lot of those early plays.
Run, little man.
So we're not going to see anything like that off the jump here.
Horn thrown there into hookah by 100 Thieves. That is where Loud are hold up at the moment. Boostio might not get to recover this thrash if he throws it down long right now. We've got the info we needed, albeit at the cost of a little bit of his health. Still might not to capitalize off this. This is...
Does he want to send this? Doesn't even
audacious.
really have help to play off of it. We'll just force them back and...
The Homer Simpson gif, you know, he walks into the room, puts his hat down, picks it back up, leaves. There goes Dizzy.
Dizzy, but Cowanzine gets out of the way, and now the counter thrash.
So antsy, Boosty just wants to be active.
Oh, the spray down from Bang, though.
It's good, Trailblazer also cleared and Bang unaffected by the paranoia here. He's in a position to do some serious damage, and that's 4 on the round for Bang.
30 seconds left.
Legend has it was this guy that spawned the universe on a round like that.
Austin, don't you dare.
Come on, buddy, what happened to the power of friendship?
Imagine making the smart choice when you could get an ace and saving
10
your gun
seconds
because your
left.
economy's trash. Could never be me.
Cowanzine here will be out at sea for the rest of this round. And no chance for a plant, just hoping to maintain a weapon, even though economy look doing decently. This just means it's a full buy for the next for Loud.
These parasites aren't going to take one step
Right.
past this place.
What a round for Bang. Denied that ace. But again, still huge momentum builder for 100 Thieves, and a round that you sort of flagged as being pretty pivotal in economy.
When Bang is playing like this, when he is just the concrete wall on defense, he is one of the best anchors in the game. There are just parts of every map that you can associate with him in your mind on defense, where you almost just expect him to get a multi-kill every single
For me, it's
time.
Hookah. Like, he's always the 2-for-1 there.
Crosshair adjustments, those micro adjustments are
We're going
fantastic. Yeah, this is so fast from 2Es into Lamps.
Not bad. Arsenal trying to trade it out, but he can't. So he just gets a rifle in his hands instead. Now he's banging Boostio. 2's waiting for that one.
Remaining.
And now it's up to Bangstat in Spawn.
He really is starting to find these entries, 2Es.
Love that pace variation. Yeah, nothing but a judge there. The satchel down A short. Audacious, but it pays off.
Sometimes you just have to remind those defenders that we really do spawn on the site. We could just hit it right away. The spawn is the A site. They just send it. Yeah, I do love that pace variation. Mixing that in.
It's one of the only parts of the map where there's not really like a neutral zone between the attacker's spawn and the site itself. You can be blisteringly fast. Search party out there looking for Bang. And he's tucked himself away on the other side of the map and will maintain that weapon. Again, an economy that 100 Thieves is still trying to stabilize now, heading into the last couple of rounds of the half. That fast hit follow-up is great though. Les is here to back up his duelist.
Yeah, perfect timing from Les. I love seeing his confidence from 2Es. He's pushing forward for more, taking that deep position, but he's getting the follow-up too. It's not just some pure solo effort. All right, 100 Thieves now again, economy on the line. With how back and forth this has been, I feel like I've been saying that a whole lot. Crucial round here though towards the tail end of this half. Again, Loud, they just want to explode down short, but Cryo going to deny that.
I don't know if Arsenal showed himself yet. I think he can have a free swing at this, and he does. Spike goes loose as Sadak lets it clatter to the ground. Boombot going to be thrown out to try and clear. And Arsenal might just straight up swing this smoke. Busy times as Cohen's in. It costs him up close. Paint shells end up uselessly exploding behind it, but there's no plant yet. That's crucial. 100 Thieves still have these two anchor players, and Bang can't commit to A yet.
Oh, Boostio. He had to be worried. Was scared to push into Lamps. Knew that angle was a possibility. Great swing from EU.
He can play the clock now. Buy some time for Bang to get here, and they might have a crossfire through the TP, though. Les goes. Trying to get to that B side as quickly as humanly possible, but Bang will have an opportunity here. Les can't just push through this, surely. TP onto the side instead, but still decayed briefly. Bang avoids it, but Les cleans him up on the second attempt.
What a shot. EU takes the teleport.
He's low, by the way, 70 HP.
Les flipping the site, trying to play from the back.
There's the C's thrown out. Les is caught inside of it, has to eat the Prowler. But he has 100 Thieves in his crosshairs.
And that's what you love to see from the man that you expect to be the star of Loud, who's been a little bit faded, a little bit lackluster in this stage too. And playing the Omen, which is not something that we see from him, to some serious success. Lurking on this attacking side, closing out the clutch.
Great adaptation in the 1v2 there. Quick switch over to the B side, definitely caught 100 Thieves off guard. Last round of the half here, Thieves are, well, Boostio's a Bucky, so I should explain it.
And Loud have been playing at this very quick pace. And if they want to do it again, they have Seekers and Showstopper to do it with.
Showstopper comes out instantly. You're going to catch him on the cross. So sharp on the Guardian. Drops out of tower, but he's Arsenal with his own ult. That also gets shut down. No Showstoppers for anybody this round. Little tuck from Cryo lets him pick up Cohen Z, but now it'll be cleared by Util. It doesn't matter. Cryo gets the 2-for-1, and he is right behind him. Les can't do it again. And it's going to be even.
Wicked fast from 100 Thieves on the swings for each other.
Switching sides.
Just spilling through Lamps. That was such a nice movement adjustment from Cryo, expecting that swing, where to place his crosshair despite that dizzy.
See, Arsenal was sat in spawn because he knew he needed to quickly be at the side. He only had a stinger, but he needed to make use of the Showstopper. Even after he got shut down with this shot here, Cryo finding two on that swing out after being tucked and picking off Cowanzine. EU just did the same thing. Come out of U-Haul, took the shot. We're heading down.
We found a new analyst.
I just thought I'd make something up.
To get her the hell out of here. All that.
Wow. They're between a rock and a hard place now. As are this Loud team, of course. A very lackluster first map, but now they managed to make it competitive here on Bind. Some great fast hits to close out the half.
And we'll see if they can finally claim their first pistol round win in this series.
Yeah, they're 0-3 for this match. Okay, Pincata spooks him off. Flexes the tattoos. I'm assuming he has them. Oh, he's got the spot!
Spike down.
He will, of
B.
course, go down to those, but Spike is now loose after that cheeky little angle at the back of Hookah, and Cryo dips in, picks it up. Down to 40, though.
Cowanzine just needs to get his.
More than!
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, we're looking at a loud pistol round here for sure. Unless Cryo can do something. Never mind. Let's pick some off here. Loud get into that lead and get a crucial pistol in the second half here on Bind.
You can see on every POV individually, these Loud players, shots starting to connect. Crosshair placement looking better. The flicks looking cleaner. They were so out of it in all aspects of the game on Ascent. But obviously they were just not getting any kills.
Yeah, I mean, their clearing protocols were a bit awkward, right? They left mid so open on that Ascent map.
Every duel was just going in the way of 100 Thieves. And now, with them coming to life, maybe they can steal away 100 Thieves map pick, be the 4th team in a row to beat 100 Thieves on what was their home map not long ago, just a month and a half ago.
Yeah, some genuine concerns, I think, about this 100 Thieves Bind map.
And they keep picking it when it's available. When the other team doesn't ban it, they are still picking it. And I think you're going to just see teams start to ban it against them less and less. It felt like a must ban, you know, during Shanghai, during the Stage 1 playoffs, but not anymore.
Because of that Viper wall, something that Loud don't have, 100 Thieves do get U-Call control. Cowanzine obviously showing a lot of traces out there from Tower. Into Vents, I think there's a Thieves player at least. Yep, set up there, of course, is going to be Arsena. Still attempting a plant now. Dizzy for Sardak, gives him a bit of info. Able to play that corner pretty comfortably with the Spectre, but Arsena catches him out with the paint shells. Post plant now, 100 Thieves. Spreading out amongst this A site, showing very little of themselves. Loud have to step up, offer something in trade.
One enemy remaining.
And they're winning out all of them now. Less than 2 is inside the Poison Cloud. This is smoke clears, only one Loud player drops. Clean.
A lot of damage done.
Team
Loud played that
eight.
very patiently. Was worried for a moment perhaps they had missed the timing to fight a little bit more aggro out of showers together. But they bided their time, took advantage of that better weaponry. Slowed down the game, and
Remaining.
all things considered, again, yeah, clean anti-eco as we head into 100 Thieves buy round. They've got a nearly pure attempt at a bonus win to get themselves firmly in the lead for the first time in this series.
It's worth bearing in mind that Outlaw feels a little less good in a round like this, where it is the full buy for 100 Thieves, but 2 years has held onto it. So the one way here, aggressively being used by Less on both sides of the map, over towards Shower, this time defensively. Okay. Cowanzine instantly punished. And the ping there means 100 Thieves think there might have been a double crossfire set up there at the top of B-Long. A la Leviathan.
Now things will be slowed down as Loud have lost that information gathering agent. Luckily for them though, they are retaining this shower control. Less is pushed up there, so that's a bit of info, but with this buy, they're content with focusing their attention towards A, trying to stack up a little bit of a gamble, leaving the IGL Sodhawk over towards B alone.
At some point, probably going to get a Loud player drifting over, or at least via the TP, so Bang might be getting a little busy in a moment.
Saw you, Mosh!
Molly thrown out. It's going to buy a little bit of time here for Loud. And the rotation's starting to happen, perhaps. Here comes that side hit. Molly is going to force Sardak to stay off the side here. He's down to below 70 health.
30 seconds left.
No rotations through
planted.
TP. That part of Hookah is just unknown to Loud. They don't want to take the risk. They're all going to have to play from backside here.
They have good utility to get back in the Dizzy, the Paranoia.
Some wallbang shots here being thrown out. 2 years
There.
spamming at the wall. Lucio is stuck in that corner here as Wingman goes to check the contents of the smoke. Also, there! Vomits on him. Lucio safe for the time being, but anchor well in that corner. It's Arsena helping him out here from Hookah. Okay, Loud able to find one. Pancada deals with Bustio on the side here, but Arsena's holding it down until now from Hookah. No real time though for Loud to get this defuse, and 100 Thieves going to play safely off the side. They know this one is done. Full buy for 100 Thieves. Awkward, don't need to take 1 gun, 2 guns out of the round at least.
Some pretty fair damage. For a second there, I was worried that your upset stomach from yesterday came back. Glad to see that's not the case. Just random little spam as the smoke came down there. Perfectly timed from the U. And Kata was looking nice on that retake. Good damage done. And that does put 100 Thieves in a fairly tough economic spot now. Arsenal has the showstopper to play with, but has 0 credits to play with right now, going forward.
Okay, we're going to have a defensive pop here towards short, or at least the smoke, to allow Loud to extend their control of the map a little more there.
And over towards A, we just have Sadak playing close with this Judge.
And Bang has to know something's up with the deep smoke from the defenders there. Unlikely he'll look to test it. Also some serious showers control being enacted by Thieves, so much so that he might be able to wrap up, and Bang's ready for this push.
Kawanzin over on B towards Octagon actually pushed through that smoke, and that's allowing this rotate from Loud to come towards A.
Bang's ready for it. Oh, it doesn't matter!
Great shot.
Thieves just hopping up on that little bit of mastering, maybe gives him the edge. BDU is able to trade it out. A lot of defensive pings towards showers now.
And there are so many smokes that can get cycled from this comp with Loud, the double controller, that it's going to allow Sadhawk to keep playing forward here with
no matter
this
what.
Judge.
There'll be smokes here no matter what.
There's another one.
At some point, do you just disrespect it? Showers is being cleared though. Pallet's just been sent through. Oh, Dizzy doesn't see Sadhawk. That's a freebie. And that's a spike drop loose now as well. Showstopper just speculated with, but Sadhawk is still standing. They thought they got the Judge player. They did not. EU's got into the back of the A side though. Now can put some pressure on this short position, but Sadhawk finds 3. That should not be allowed.
And that is how he's giggling away. You
can't believe it.
You can't blame him. He's feeling silly.
Again.
That is the magic of the double controller comp at times, how oppressive that can be at the choke points. And it was such a little micro play, but Kawanzin over towards Octagon, when the smoke went down there, he just pushed through it and held the angle more forward, and that allowed the rotate off and the rest of those players towards A to feel comfortable in their anchoring of that site, continuing to play forward with Sadhawk.
Silly round. Even STK can admit it.
Finally, some positive vibes for the Loud squad, man.
He's even a one-way for long? Oh, that's so filthy.
Poison's off.
Right now, Loud, they have pushed all the way down.
Is that even a one-way? I don't think that works.
That's an interesting smoke. We'll be going back to the lab with that one.
The timing.
Except this is their last match, so they won't be going back to the lab for that one.
It's going to be a long lab session. Cryo at least able to get the 1-for-1. With nothing but a classic! And they're not ready for E to drop on them. Loud might have overextended into this now. Look at the rifles being dropped, 2 of them for 100 Thieves now to hand.
And not even might have, they're doing way too much. Luckily they're less feeling confident that this will be a B play. We'll have something of a crossfire with Pankata.
Pryor's already out on the site, but he gets caught. That elbow presence there for Pankata shuts him down instantly. Still, there's 2 rifles been passed around for 100 Thieves. They still have them to work with. Mosh pit on Bang. He gets caught out by Sadhawk now. Fantastic couple of rounds for the IGL.
Well done. And if there's one thing I definitely do want to give credit to Sadhawk for in 2024, his individual play has been good. I've been impressed with his fragging pretty much the entire time. And funny enough, actually more so when he's not playing Duelist. I think he has been better individually when I'm thinking of him towards the end of Stage 1 and the Stage 1 playoffs.
Absolutely.
And you go.
And in the big games, he's also been an impact player.
Yeah. Which again, I'm repeating myself, but somehow... And they were never playing Lotus either. Maybe that'll work its way into their pool, given they beat EG recently. They still have a chance to come back into this one, of course, though, and get this 2-0 victory over a rejuvenated Loud here on map 2.
Smoke really allowing Thieves to get up here, and he got to detain as well. Those paint shells could have been of concern, but elsewhere, Les has been able to find Cryo. That was the push defensively out of Hookah. Such confidence here for Loud, taking control of the map in general. Arsenal, though, gets ahead of the defenders. He's wrapped all the way around them, but now looking to contain them with the rest of the 100 Thieves. Spotted by Wingman, though. Satchel here to throw someone off their footing if they try and push him, but it was Boostio they instead turn their attention towards. Dizzy captures Arsenal, but he's still about to find the kill, but it's all up to him now, the 1 versus 3. A wild defensive round for Loud. They push so deep up on this map. They now have the wind in their sails.
Shut down by Pankata at the end, and these are the kind of rounds that 100 Thieves actually don't do anymore when they are on defense on this map. It was something they were doing a lot when they debuted this comp. We're playing this back at stage 1. These aggressive splits, pushing down out of hookah, pressuring those players in market, sometimes going for a big ult play with that, involving the Thrash among some other ults. They had a lot of set pieces like that they just are not using anymore. And you totally get why. Everyone has watched them on this map. Everyone has seen what they do.
Loud definitely made better use of that timeout than 100 Thieves did, that's for sure. Now back to something that approximates a bit more of a standard setup. Kawanzin gets the confirmation. 3 players already at B here for Loud. And a double face setup for the defenders here by Octagon.
He's been so aggressive in this position, Kawanzin. Pancata's the one who suffers an early death, though.
They capitalize on the dizzy timing. Pancata has respected. Here comes Tuyas, though. No connection now in the showstopper. One he wished he'd had back. And that early aggression for Loud here might have backfired. Again, it's Sardak, who's so dependable at moments like this. Straight through the TP now. Waiting in hookah as the cross happens to the site. He's going to check this now. Sees, connects. Sardak here going to throw that dizzy up again, but it's Wingman on the part. He interrupts it still. That's so dirty. And he's bought a lot of time here for Les to get to the site too.
Les needs to run, though. He is still quite far away.
Boostio inside the container.
Spike planted.
He's able to get the plant down, but Sardak can break up the crossfire here.
His dizzy is back as well. Could use that to get Les in.
Here it is. You not spotted out by that on the corner, and Boostio finds Les as he makes his way to the site. Now the 1 versus 1!
Oh my god, the
Fearlessly wins it out again!
And look at his moves. He's feeling himself. This is what I wanted to see, some fun, some whimsy from the Loud side in their last game. There's been so much pressure on them being that top representative from Brazil. It's been a hard-fought year for them. It's been bumpy roads the entire time, and I really want to just see them enjoy themselves in this last game. I think that is one of the major keys to victory.
What's not to enjoy about that?
Sardak right now top fragging on the Gecko in the server, tied with Asuna at 18.
And now Loud are 1 round away from taking Bind and sending us to Lotus. 100 Thieves have looked lackluster on this map. 2 years picking up the operator here. Hit with everything, including the kitchen sink. And Arsenal looks to make some space here with the showstopper. This is going to force Loud to play here from vents entirely. Paint shells up for Arsenal, and he's ready to play up close and personal with the judge.
Tui's getting the heal, and after that, Seeker's going to come out from Kawanzin.
He's gone to the site now, barreling his way in towards Uhor, but Arsenal has the judge perfectly equipped for fights at this proximity, and he'll take 3! There is going to be a bit of a pinch here from Les, but it comes against a full-strength 100 Thieves. And Pancata will try and play the edges of this smoke. Drops down, makes out. Boostio wasn't ready for it. It's a 1-for-1. About as much as you can hope for here, as it's all up to Les. Okay. There won't be any time for a defuse here, realistically. That'll be the round. 100 Thieves keep themselves in it.
Not over just yet. Keeping it simple with that A exec. Pass that judge over to your Rays, allow them to take point. Double satchel, get in lamps deep where the angles are tight like that one. Last kill.
Saw that from Tuyas earlier.
Just silly. Yeah. Some may say that the judge needs a nerf. They call me some. I would love to see that one day, surely. Sardak has the Thrash available to try and close this game out. 100 Thieves now focus their attention towards B. Very quick Thrash. Oh, it crosses over. They wanted to go for a teleporter crunch, but no one from 100 Thieves were too close up on A to actually beat that on the other end.
But Les found Bang, who was sitting so deep, basically in the attacker spawn there. Pushing all the way out of showers, ready to play off that crunch and still get something for his trouble. I don't think he's at B long, sure enough. There's a bit of a stalemate in the middle part of the map there as Cryo knows that Kawanzin is encroaching. Here's the Thrash. Sardak going to be caught by that one now outside of the smoke, and it's an easy enough pick-off, but Pancata wins in the middle.
B.
And now Kawanzin has gotten through.
Look at that wrap from Kawanzin. Is so perfect. As the 100 Thieves players are delayed further again, the double controller The number of smokes
Another
to
smoke
delay
here.
the attackers. It's giving Counting this timing. EU is actually watching it though.
Not anymore. Turn his attention towards the B site.
Spike down.
And it's all too
B.
easy for Counting to pluck him away. And he sees the spike go loose there as well. Info flowing in for Loud.
One enemy.
Counting just wins those. He just wins them.
And he can't be allowed to. Let's close things out.
Defenders win.
Coming to life on map 2 are Loud as a team and individual. Their defense though. Loud are playing far more default comp here as they're gathered up towards A, ready to fight with 4. Paranoia in the hands of Pancata, and it's sent out immediately, as is a flash from their breach. Sadak, wow, they are pushing so far forward. They want to take the fight to them.
They're going for it. Cryo though meets Sadak. As soon as he rounds the corner, that defensive pot for Loud falls in a screaming heap.
Perhaps hoping they would just catch the one. It would just be the lurker there. Not the case at all. They just run to their own demise as Boostio has already slipped so far into this site.
He doesn't know where the camera is though. He has gotten ahead of it at least.
Spike down.
It's now been removed. Boostio wants to take a fight on the side. He
Standing.
crouches into it. Pancala falls.
Quite awkward, but finds that kill nonetheless. It all comes down to less in this 1 versus 4. Has been playing better in this series, specifically on map 2, starting to come to life here. Some weak players, not out of the question.
Gonna go for it anyway.
His caliber, but will be shut down. Cryo already 3 posted up on the board for him. His stats haven't been as incredible when playing the controller agents so far in this stage. I mean, we think back to Shanghai, specifically on Vine, when he's playing that Brimstone. He dropped 30 or whatever that was on foot, was going so crazy on that map. We'll see if he can find a bit of that form, picking up the Omen now.
Like I said, really active in the mid to late round, playing on his own, up against EG. Again though, same story. Bang wants to operate around that lurk wall at A in these early rounds. There's gonna be a fight here for Mound. Tui standing out here in the open. The one way makes it hard for anybody to refrag him.
Caught very early, and Asuna now halfway towards that showstopper fairly early on in the game. We'll be going for some more kills in this round, no doubt.
Bomb buddy.
Taking point with the Stinger. No reason to not, as the boom bot clears out close.
Loud anticipating there a ping off the seaside, maybe over towards A from Heart of Thieves. Realizing now that might have been premature as Les tries to repost up here in Halls. Punished there for that peek and is unlikely to be able to do too much in this round unless he's having to group up. Take a 1-2 swing.
Deals a bit of damage, but takes a lot in return.
Fight it.
As the rest of Loud slowly gather up to go towards the C site. Intentions to deal as much damage as possible to the 100 Thieves side.
Boostio here just holding Halls. Pretty comfortable here with that Marshall, as it is, of course, a no armor side for Loud. Arsenal considering maybe asking for a bit more here. The famous Bucky for Coenzine. Unfortunately, can't do anything in this round. Pretty straightforward stuff here. The rest are Loud, grouped up just to perish to the blast ideally, but 100 Thieves will go hunting for them. Might be a little bit of a play off this flashpoint of Sadak. No, the fault line, excuse me. It's just a no-scope for Boostio.
What? And actually, that's the rifle loss. That was the Vandal. Oh, Asuna going to be able to recover that. And 4 on the board there. Has the showstopper already now to bring into the bonus round. With the rifle recovered, they'll be buying up more around it. This is essentially a full buy for them with an ult. Opportunity to begin very strong on Lotus.
Yeah, it's like it's a fully bought up bonus essentially, with the one exception of that one Bulldog. Getting almost ahead of that fault line here.
Last player standing.
That rifle dropped was the one that Arsenal was able to recover just towards the end of the round. So, buy up here for Loud. Fault line instantly off the rip. Arsenal are affected by it, but not bothered otherwise. It's actually Sadak giving that space up, getting back onto the side.
Early haunt as well from the defensive fade. Coenzine gets broken straight away. As this a rubble control is going to be at least temporarily maintained by 100 Thieves. more than temporarily. Loud have posted up in some passive positions, perhaps ready to flood back in if an A-site hit were coming through, but 100 Thieves want to at least feign a pivot towards B, where Pancata attempts to lock down Baby Door. Here comes the showstopper. Doesn't even matter. Boostio catches out Pancata.
And there it is. There's that upper control. 100 Thieves now showing us on this B hit. Showstopper ends up being completely extraneous to the round. Even though Pancata had a great little double paranoia, he couldn't line up any of the 100 Thieves players as they made their way through the door itself. Just looking dire for Loud. Sardak needs to go big here and will only have the 1-for-1. Molly will slow Loud up on the plate through Link. And Cryo can post this corner. It's a save. It's going to have to be.
Between these two remaining Loud members, less than 2Es, not a single credit to their name. Holding on to these rifles of the utmost importance to try and swing things back in this following round. Be the heroes for Loud with the better weaponry.
Here.
Trip placed on the ground. Cryo would love to sneak past this and get a gun. Less out towards Mount. He's going to hear some of that action, but won't be forced to give up his weapon. So unsuccessful gun round ultimately for Loud. But they at least keep 2 of those rifles heading into round 4.
Man, as of recent times, a lot of 100 Thieves rounds have been very quick. Boostio calling a lot of fast plays. And again, it's just this rapid take of A, immediate pivot into B, catching Pancata, forcing him to retreat, and then Boostio picks the perfect timing to swing out of main to catch him.
Did that heaven control, that upper control rather, on B. 100 Thieves had him basically dead to rights.
With those rifles saved, Loud have bought up around them, full investment into this, and what they did buy up around them were a couple Guardians. Not the best, but they'll take it. As 100 Thieves sort of meander over towards the C site where the trips lie in wait.
Bang took some damage at A there, a little bit of an exchange. Cohen Zine got hits, but just been from that wall decaying him down briefly, so.
An immense amount of presence shown from 100 Thieves, and now Boostio, he places that alarm bot so far up towards the entrance.
There's a cam here at Mount, though. A deep one from Les.
And that Prowler comes through. It spots Boostio. And that 2E spotted by a Prowler.
Arsenal jumps back off the fault line. Sardak was ready to play off that. More delay here, down to 45 in the round.
That aftershock gives time for the wall to come back up. Some of that energy on it recharged.
Prowler finally clears Loud. They decide now to give that space up. The B plan's still online. Boostio can go through door and at least have some presence from main. He opens it now, trying to feign it at least, and in he comes.
And it might just be this split onto Les, but he shuts down the first. Just needs to survive now. Sardak picks up a second. Oh my God, a third! Just taking straight dual swords rubble towards Baby Door.
Loud bend but don't break. They give some map control just to take it back. Sardak eventually falls, but it's been a heck of a round from him. And Bang eventually will be neutralized. Loud get themselves on the board.
Ice cold from the IGL. The vibes are a lot better for Loud, a lot more positive. And it's a lot to do with him on that second map. He stepped up individually. You can see he was bringing that more positive energy to the team, and that's just some straight up confidence. I mean, Les already found one. He gets that. He says, no, I'm swinging back in.
Boostio takes that fight there over towards B main as well. Basically, it's just a 1v1. There's no presence in towards Baby Door from 100 Thieves. He's just hoping to open up an avenue for 100 Thieves and loses out to Les there. Again, deep mount presence for Pancata. Has the TP out, but he's left Les in his wake. Both of them back away there behind that cyber cage.
Does allow them to make that full cross towards the site. Again, 100 Thieves, for their default taking this mound control, placing that alarm bot from Boostio deep. And then falling back off if they need to, using the information from that to know that Loud haven't pushed down C-Mound.
That cam is important for Les. One use of it, it'll get destroyed after it, but he will be able to tell if 100 Thieves are committing to this or not.
And this time the Prowler goes in very deep onto C. And here's that fall off from 100 Thieves. Giving up the space, but not giving up the information due to that alarm bot. Here comes the pivot back towards A.
Cryo might try and play for the orb here and be able to TP and join the rest of 100 Thieves if they find something at A here.
Tweez, another one, Baby Door. Full rotation from Loud, top side of the map. You see that right now, all headed towards A. And now after making that noise on A,
30
100
seconds
Thieves
left.
rotating back to C. What a masterfully called round from Boostio. Slowing things down massively, which is a mix-up from the very fast pace that we're used to seeing from their team in this series. Completely works the map, completely works Loud.
Bang here's in a great spot. He knows there's a Cypher King on the other side of the wall from him. So he plays it safe. He is everything. Can set EU up here for an angle over towards Mound, but this neural theft is going to reveal the fate. Playing off the rest of the team. And now Sardak wants to make the retake now behind this rolling thunder. It's going to be Boostio picked up first. 2 years wants to step up, knows there's still a player back behind him, and the EU just wants to be a nuisance. Cryo, though, the only player for the Thieves left on the side, and he's brought down. What a clean retake from Loud.
Those timings were immaculate from Loud. Picture perfect. Les again besting his opponent on that flank duel. Did it in the prior round, does it again. And then immediately after that, when the Rolling Thunder came in,
Dreams are a funny thing.
opens the door, goes in with 2Es. Able to fight the players on C that were forced back towards main because of the Rolling Thunder.
Another huge fight there for Les. And again,
Enemy.
I mean, 100 Thieves is set up for a pretty powerful post-plant spot, right? They've got the player inserted back towards Mound. They've also got one towards B main, so they can hear everything. They lose both those challenges.
Just a beautiful retake. Such coordination from Loud after Boostio worked them for the entire round. Got a free sight.
Again, 100 Thieves will continue to exploit the fact that Loud must spread somewhat thin. Instantly to the B side straight away. They have it under their control. Let's buy some spacing here with a Cyber Cage, but it's forced off by a Molly to some degree. Here's the Nightfall now coming out. It's a defender one. And Arsena trying to get ahead of this util, but those paint shells were a problem. Boostio close with a Bucky. Yep, and that's sometimes how that weapon operates. Not reliable at that range. 100 Thieves get a fast hit towards B. They get a plant. And once again, Loud a clean on the retake.
The utility getting back in from them is beautiful. Back-to-back rounds now. Nightfall from Kalanzine. Sees, connects 2 players, center site. Nade comes in as well. Deals significant damage to them. Fast on the Flood.
And on defense, it feels like these rounds are worth 2 attacking rounds, right? That's how the map is. It can be really hard to defend this map adequately.
Yeah, with these traditional comps, has been attacker favored by the numbers. And it's forced 100 Thieves onto the opposite side. If they can get into a side, excuse me, Bang with that Viper's Pit to play with as well. So those are 2 fantastic tools for both breaching the site and then winning out the post plant.
At least forcing the defenders on C way back into halls, as is often the case. But it's tough to crack a side that's held by Penkata and Les. We've seen that narrative play out multiple times already on this 100 Thieves attacking side. Cleared the trip, and here goes Arsena straight through past the Cyber Cage. Fires that showstopper off pretty quick, one that Loud can avoid. Now Les and Penkata will be grouped up in halls. This will at least be applied on Arsena. It's set up though to push through this, take some spam, still able to find one. That's not bad considering. And a Viper's Pit for the post plant that Bang will occupy.
2Es, showstopper of his own to get back in. Then there's that lockdown. Lots of delay from Boostio. Do Loud try and push regardless of it?
I mean, it's tough to find anything during that lockdown countdown. They have to respect it. And now they're really going to be on a clock. Kalanzine's at no risk of being caught here. He's well and truly away from the attackers, but showstopper now 2Es can only speculate. Finds it off into the Viper's Pit, doesn't find anything. EU descends upon Sardak though. 2Es sees the traces come in from Cryo. Can't do anything about it, and there's no time for a defuse here for Loud. They want to contain 100 Thieves and strip these guns. Their economy hangs on a knife edge for the Thieves, but they're going to walk out essentially scot-free, getting into the lead.
Out of that timeout, opting to just go for the straight-up C hit, using that same pressure that they've been applying on their default to that side of the map where they show 4-player presence, taking mound control, but obviously this time they just instantly accelerate off of that typical round opening. Use the 2 ultimates they had available again. 1 to get in, 1 to close the round out.
They use 3. They even throw the lockdown into the mix.
Yeah, they do throw that in delayed.
So it's a big ult round for 100 Thieves.
Massive investment, no doubt. But a crucial round to win. Economy was on the line. Loud economy is obviously fantastic with that string of rounds that they've won, so they'll be buying back into this, buying back into the next with ease, even if they lose here. Now 100 Thieves that are back to the 4-1, taking mound control, same boombot, same utility from their side. Here comes the Prowler. We've seen this many rounds already. And now they're going to fall off.
Maybe you just ping back to another extremity, but Bang has made no progress on A. Pretty aggressive stance for Loud's players on that right-hand side of the map.
2 players from 100 Thieves shooting that Prowler there, so a fair bit of information gained for Loud as Bang pokes and prods towards Rubble. Now understands that it's under their control, so 100 Thieves, they want to accelerate.
Committing to the side, held by 3 players here. Risky business indeed. The ping there from the Horn is everything that Pancata needs to deal with Cryo. He, you guess, can respond, but the spike now is on the wrong side of that Omen smoke. And slowly Loud are starting to drift across. They say B might be the only other option. And much of this is because Bang plays passively on A, can't win a 1v2 there.
Left.
We're running short on time. Great defensive efforts here from Loud. 4 defensive rounds, a great start for them if they can convert here, but they've done the hard work in this round.
Must actually adjusted that trip, took it away from Waterfall, placed it closer main. 100 Thieves will be routed with no time remaining.
2 years able to stand out of that haunt radius.
And no reason for him to not chase 50.
Go for it.
Or 100 still in the bank. Going to get shut down by Bang. But the round is converted for Loud off that nice C anchoring. 100 Thieves unable to deal with the tripwires. They got incredible value for the defenders. The Boombot didn't trigger that deep one. The other one was placed a little bit further back towards Waterfall.
And half the issue there is that Kawanzin is free to go and help out on that side. There's a Cypher Cam over at B, so plenty of early warning there for Loud if that's where 100 Thieves end up going. And again, they have the breach and the raise over at A. Bang cannot make any progress past that lurk wall.
They did have great information across the map. Once again, here is the 4-1 open from 100 Thieves. Orb going to be acquired by Austin, working towards another showstopper. Already just 3 away. Again, here is the Boombot, here is the Prowler, but they're going to go in fast off the back of it, just switching up the pace. Pancata, though, again, this anchoring on C from Loud has been fantastic. Evened up by a spray through the wall.
Pancata, man, again. Sat in holes, able to find yet another. And now Kawanzin gets involved from Waterfall. Initially was smoked off. That's what was sprayed through to find that first casualty on Loud side. Busio is making enough noise to wait the dead. He might be joining him in a moment. Prowler shot. Bang, steps up. Not quite able to get back around the corner, though, as Pancata finds his 3rd from his anchor position. He is so hard to dig out of the side. And now Busio's in a 1v2, tries to get ahead of the aftershock. Loud, man, they are rock solid on this C site.
The layers of their utility right now are excellent. It's just one piece of initiator util after the other. The Prowlers getting a lot of value, catching players out, gaining information to then trigger other utility off of. That one that was sent into Waterfall and then immediately combined just after. The fault line right there, that one that got triggered that Pancata was then able to play off of from Halls. Louder looking well regimented on this defense. And frankly, 100 Thieves are looking pretty one note.
You see that Pancata's such a problem on C. Now again, similar start to the round though. Once more, Loud will establish themselves here at a staging ground on A. Play from Rubble and refuse to give it up unless 100 Thieves give them a damn good reason.
Toxins going up.
Bang might opt to be a little bit more proactive towards C here, maybe to keep Kawanzin off, or rather to B, to keep Kawanzin off that C side. He's always so quick to rotate through Waterfall.
100 Thieves haven't tried to re-explore towards A in the mid-round in recent memory.
Yeah.
This is going to be the first time, and they're going to have Sadhak and 2Es to deal with.
Micro Prowler here. It took a lot to get 2 years and Sadhak to give this area up. Last time we had a mid-round exploration. Fault line.
Yeah, just spraying off that fault line. Perhaps someone was stunned behind the wall. These 2 content locking this down. Superior weaponry.
Lucio's contacting onto the C here. And here's 2 years now going to play from Rubble. Sadhak tries to flash to get him out. He's going to get pushed though by Cryo and Asta from both sides. Now we've got some step towards A. Sadhak forced over to the B side now to wrap around to upper A, and a TP comes in from Pancata to get him where he needs to be.
The Loud side are ready to flood this. They are ready to fight, and Kawanzin gets the first. Quick straight from Cryo into the 3-on-3.
Tree clear, but this is too slow from 100 Thieves now. Paranoia comes in from upper, and Les has a flank timing. Busio, no idea what hit him. Cryo has to reposition for a plant, but even that gets interrupted. Pancada's everywhere, man. He's in the walls.
That is fantastic from Loud. I love how they transitioned from that fight in A Rubble with Thieves and Sadhawk, where there was all that pressure on Loud's Raze player. He goes down. Sadhawk just falls away, doesn't try to trade that out. And they pivot instantly into this flood setup. Spike is tapped. They go in together.
The flank timing.
Beautiful. Beautiful
Lex.
from them.
It forces Cryo to take a different planning position, further delaying it, also just putting him right in Pancada's sightline in drop. This is stunning defense from Loud.
There's that one-way smoke coming across from Pancada up into A main. Loud have dominated this side of the map the first time. Bang feels like it's time to explore. Punished by the Prowler, punished by Thieves.
But he has to do this. He has to do something to force Loud to stop stacking the B and C side of the map. No, he's just too good for this spot. No one can deal with Pancada in halls.
Asuna trying to recover this situation by using the showstopper, but look at Loud. They have retreated.
It gets him the space. Look at Loud, gonna wrap around him through Mound.
But Loud are happy to give that space up because of the Nightfall. They can get right back in.
It's a masterclass from Pancada so far, but EU, sharp as they come. Takes a ton of damage from those paint shells though, and Pancada loves to spray through this masonry. E-Warn is lone here. It's just far too much to ask. Another clean retake here from Loud. This time, happy to give up the C-side as opposed to anchoring it. Coming back in with that Nightfall.
Pancada happy to give that diffuse over to Sadhawk, make sure they have the Rolling Thunder for what will be the final round of this first half.
If this is an eight-round defense half, I don't see how 100 Thieves are supposed to get back into it.
I mean, brother, where has this Loud been? This is elite play from them.
And no one is going to complain about Duelist or lack thereof here, right? Thieves has done a great job. He hasn't seen much of the action, right? It's early play over towards A mostly, and Bang hasn't tested it. It's been the anchoring on C that's been so stellar.
100 Thieves want to explode out into A right now. Fight Thieves and Sadhawk, who've been just locking down this area of the map.
Here we go, double satchel for Arsene, gets deep. Okay, Thieves challenges the wall. Rolling Thunder going to catch Arsene as he tries to get to tree. Paths like ships in the night against Sadhawk with the guy. Is canny. He's going to get caught out though from Rubble. Cryo, who was stunned up, knew he had the drop on the breach at the very least, and Cowanzine hopes to hold it down from Baby Door. But he can't lift that load. But guess who?
Down A.
Your literal nightmare. Pancada explodes there from tree, and now things get slowed up for 100 Thieves. Return to repost this angle. Bang is on the other side of a smoke here from Cryo.
And the world champ Pancada looks just unstoppable right now. Look at the form that he's in.
Pancada here from stairs, still. It's the loose end of Bang that's playing through from Baby Door right now. Very non-committal setup for 100 Thieves on the side. We're checking tree. It gets cancelled as Cryo had already pushed ahead of it. Time is short now. Les has to take this fight from drop, and he might have a timing through the smoke. Yes! Cryo down. It's got to be all up to Bang. Mirror them going to reveal the position of this Viper now and make it a 1 versus 1 as Bang looks to take the timing. Les on the defuse and sprayed down. 100 Thieves come up for air at the end of the half.
With a last-second adjustment, just going for that all-out A brawl. They hadn't tested Thieves and Sadhawk at that area of the map like that. One single time during the half. They mix things up at the very end to get a 5th on the board. Decent enough to win, but you're certainly hoping for more on the favorite side on Lotus. Certainly the favorite side with these traditional meta comps of the year. Loud. They look elite right now, man. The play, the pivots around those post plants, the way they set up around their ultimates to get in on the retakes, setting up their floods. Oh my God, man, it is fantastic to see them like this.
Takes a fast hit from 100 Thieves to finally break the drought here, get into 5 rounds at the half. We're gonna go to a quick break, and when we return, Lotus will continue the final map in this series, a decider between Loud and 100 Thieves.
Ready to fight.
From this team, they've given themselves now a foothold to close the map in series.
And a win here from 100 Thieves would potentially move them up a few places in the rankings. Completely change the seedings for playoffs. And for Loud, they have never not finished as the top Brazilian team in the world in any league that they've played in. And if they lose here, it would be the first time that that occurs, that Furia would pass them.
Got the spike.
Strong start to the year for Loud, but they really petered out as time went on. Looking for answers. QCK wasn't it. They bring Pancada back in. And in this game, he's had massive impact.
Bring them down.
Playing back on that C side, always finding one or two every time the attackers came knocking. This time it is Loud who knocks. 3 players ready here on the C side for this push. Kawanzi wants to move up briefly. Decade wants to step forward regardless. It's going to be EU who meets him at Waterfall. Rustio steps down, finds the head of Tuyas.
Look at Les, he slipped through past the cage.
I don't know if that's the timing he's going to be ready for. And no, they're not. Les gets in to the cookie jar, and now it's going to be Arsena from Waterfall waiting at least for some backup. Still no plan yet, the 2v2. And Carter definitely needs to fear some spam.
And look at Les continuing to push so aggressively.
Means Pancada has to be that much safer for now. He manages to take
Player
him.
standing.
Les now is going to be smoked off. That dissipates though, and he's able to find a kill instantly. Cryo now looks to re-smoke it. Camera's only going to see the dark cover, but he has a good idea of where Cryo's playing from. Gets it to half. 8 health on Les, just 8. Cryo gives it another tap. Into the smoke we go. And it's going to be Cryo that shuts him down. Out of Thieves. Give themselves the tools to get back in the game.
Oh my God. We were about to witness the Les masterclass on that clutch. Oh my God. He was so smooth working around the map there. That moment, it's just, he slips through the cage that was placed on the right. Bustio, none the wiser, gets all the way backside. What an effort from Loud Sentinel.
Against the kind of role in which Cryo not always ever have the same level of impact on the game as like a Jet Ascent, of course, where he was 15 and 17 and 0 or something like that. Here, more of a role player, but does his job there.
Fault line ready to fight for C fast, and control will be taken by Loud. Throw that orb over to Tui's, work towards the showstopper, which has significant influence on your ability to win attack rounds, to take sites on Lotus, one of the pivotal ultimates that we have in play.
Carter might look to test the hold over at B. A pretty default defensive setup now with those 2 players really wanting to stake their claim to rubble. Arsena and Cryo willing to spend for it too. Paint Shell gets him across the line. Arsena tries to chase, and this is going to force Loud off of the A for now.
And Arsena will be rotating off as well. And sent
across.
Loud back towards main, yeah. Tui's trying to take advantage of this. Thieves certainly going to be aware that it's a possibility.
Bustio trying to check the extremities of that smoke. Doesn't spot Tuyas, but he gives himself away by blowing up that
Player
alarm bot.
standing.
And Bustio shuts him down instantly. Cryo waiting and gets caught. Still though, Cryo found 2 kills there over towards A while we were watching the action at C, so... And Sardak was all on his lonesome. It's an even game, folks.
100 Thieves not taking a whole lot of damage on that round. Can buy up around some of those rifles. It was Cryo here. He just pushed forward, fought those Loud players with the lesser weaponry, get some pretty easy kills on the board. And now this is the important round for Loud, of course. Fully bought up, economy on the line against 100 Thieves. Bonus.
Pretty hefty bonus too.
The Thieves look to fight early towards A. There's going to be that fast paranoia. Forces back the Loud players. Space will be gained from 100 Thieves. Loud on a fast pivot to B.
EU got spotted there, I think, by the Horn. Very quickly getting past the smoke at Baby Door, but might be forced back behind it here. 2 years low! Oh, God, inside Nanoswarm. Eventually goes down, but the rest of the story's been good so far for Loud hitting this B side. Arsena, though, has responded. He's got there, and he catches less as they try and make a flood out through the door.
Still have to deal with Bustio here.
Alarm bot goes off, another Nanoswarm pop to maybe throw the attackers off. Killed it, what a wide, aggressive swing. Ends up giving his life for free. Cryocells has an early ultimate here after that spree in the previous round, but it's no good to him here.
Look at the HP on these remaining Loud players, so low.
They want to fight at the same time, but Cow and Zine can take the fight individually. They were low, but not low enough apparently.
Loud are able to just pick them apart piece by piece at the very end there. Pivoting so swiftly across the map. starting all the way towards a little bit of A pressure, then into B, then taking the door to C. I mean, if there's one thing you can trust EU to do, it's throw down a well-placed C's that's going to combo with another piece of utility. I mean, 100 Thieves, they are one of the best, maybe the best team with that, and EU is the best at syncing up those C's to get kills.
So you still got to kill through smoke, despite being seized and naded.
Where are you?
Here we go, now it's 100 Thieves with their economy on the line. Loud taking that slim lead, 8-7, but a win here could put them all the way up to 10.
Arsenal had to fight to get back in Baby Door there. The weapons aren't great for 100 Thieves this round.
Pretty bad. All things considered, just a stinger, at least for Austin's sake. He has the showstopper, Boostio as the judge, and we'll just be anchoring the C site with that. And with that in play, 100 Thieves are going to opt to rotate towards the other areas of the map.
Boostio playing in such a position on C that could make use of a smoke thrown by the attackers to spring forth with that judge.
And Kaunzine has rotated towards C.
That's a kill through door, I think.
Yeah, great first kill from Pancata, taking a little bit of damage.
They might insert him here. He lingers towards rubble, but the intention's on C now for sure.
Yeah, they had some options open there, but with Pancata getting that kill, they're going to fall back to C. Kaunzine maybe considering sending in a Prowler as a fake while the rest of the team goes A. Not going to be the case, but they'll have to deal with Boostio close. He still has that judge and time is dwindling.
Gets into the cyber cage, he wants to fight. Showstopper now as well, more pause for thought for the attackers! Judge Fury! Boostio looking for that third. 2 judge kills as the attackers filter on in. And Nana Swarm here to slow things up. Boostio looking for the executioner and he found it.
10 seconds left.
It's all up to Sardak, seized up now. No chance to really plant here. Time ticking down and he really doesn't have an opportunity. Back and forth rounds here, it's an even game once more.
Time just dwindled so low for Loud. And Boostio close up with the judge, lying in wait the entire time, was playing the same angle all round long towards C.
Turret out.
Boostio, of course, with the judge here is a big problem. Stood inside the cyber cage, caught 2 on the way in, and find third after. Not bad for a pretty awkward buy for 100 Thieves.
No, not bad at all. Even at the very end there was another perfectly placed seized with a molly from the Viper. That would have shut down Sodhawk had you not found the kill. Loud gets some fast control towards A. 100 Thieves are posted up passively on their anti-eco.
Cryer tried to play the 10 spot there, but was forced down by the fault line and flash util. It's EU finding 2 important ones now.
One enemy remaining.
Loud out of options here. 100 Thieves economy still a little shaky. You can see the Bulldogs and the judge still brought into this round.
Won't be too shaky after this unless Les makes a little bit of magic happen. 100 Thieves are down to just go run around the map and, oh my god, hunt him down.
Not bad. It's a start. Getting a little...
Oh my god!
Boostio eventually shuts him down. Awkward though for 100 Thieves. And let that kind of player like less off the leash, it can be an issue. But not enough to scupper the plans of these Thieves as they're looking for smooth sailing. The economy now shored up. Lockdown. Nightfall available for them. That little emergence there from EU and bang out of Baby Door was big.
Loud opting to take a timeout as they head into a round where they're going to be fully buying out. Have 2 significant ultimates in their repertoire with Sodhawk having the Rolling Thunder. Tuiz has the showstopper when we get back in. Want to go fight towards A. Maybe a paranoia to deal with. But it doesn't look like it. Cryo, he's in position to throw the one-way towards C side right now, so Loud should be able to get out with relative ease.
Fault line came out.
They do just that.
Cryo sat back behind that pillar. Pancata ready for it. But the defensive Viper wall thrown up here. Loud will now have to speculate for the next few moments. Prowler will go through, sees Arsena. And here it comes, the showstopper for Thieves as he rounds the corner. He'll catch Cryo at the very least. Arsena also forced out of position by that aftershock. But he's back again. Finds a decent timing. Neural Theft though in play. Les reveals all of 100 Thieves' setup. We thought we'd see a big ult round. We've seen 2 here for Loud. That might have been enough to get the job done. Only Boostio remains, yes, with the lockdown, but really no reason to throw that in here. Expect to see the game equalized once more.
He might find a reason to use it with these players so low. Could find a first pick, could find an opportunity to maybe go for that risk.
Loud ping in the sight. Busio does draw out the fault line, but is hit by it, unless has the wrap timing.
That was crazy that he was aware of that angle from Pancata. Crosshair ready for him to be up high. You can really see the contrast between these two teams' approach to the defense. We're Loud, we're taking space, but we're happy to give it up and then pivot into fast floods, or sometimes those big retakes. In the case of 100 Thieves, they are just ready to scrap it out and fight for each other, swing in super aggro, try to rotate to fight for each other. That round does not pay off like it did in the prior before the timeout. Like you said, look at the state of the ultimates, none used, all still in play.
So neural theft and showstopper from Loud that previous round. They'll be happy with it. They've broken the economy of 100 Thieves now. A round that may be worth 2. Tucked just behind that tree is Arsena, playing a dangerous game. They're moving up to more effective range for that Bulldog. This time though, 100 Thieves don't scrap out on Rubble.
And in the meantime, 100 Thieves have 2 players towards B and C just jump spotting, so they're content stacking up here, but Tweez with that first.
EU plays up close with the Stinger, now going to be Cryo getting challenged directly. 3 for 2 years. Still 5 points of health to work with, and into the back of A they go. Les can post up here at upper. Over challenges a little bit there, and Bang can fell him. They're going to Rolling Thunder if needed. Loud have the tools for a retake.
And Les going down actually gives these 100 Thieves players an opportunity to win this with that rifle recovered as well, because he was pushed up so far. 2E's weak, but Sadhawk, that Rolling Thunder could be the nail in the coffin.
Again, Bustio draws out the fault line. Pancata swings the Viper Spinner now. Here comes the Rolling Thunder. Bustio can't get around it. He thought he might be able to sidestep it. Boy, was he wrong.
The perfect ultimate for that situation to lock things up for Loud, get their 10th on the board. As we head towards the close of this game, the closing of Loud's season, trying to end things out on a high note, get one final win against a 100 Thieves side who have just been one of our best teams from Americas all year.
The team that knocked him out of contention for Stage 1 playoffs, no less.
And it was that win that started that run for 100 Thieves where they just lit the entire region out for 100 Thieves, headed into a crucial buy round, multiple ultimates, but more importantly, their economy is on the line here. A win for Loud could get them right at the finish line.
Something 100 Thieves did on defense against EG was give up the map a lot. Something they haven't done here against Loud, and often this fighting at Rubble's backfired for them. So this round, they take a more passive approach.
Out of this timeout for the first time, 100 Thieves playing very aggro towards the seaside. Look at the space that Cryo and Bang have taken there. Well, this side is just littered with KJ utility.
And Paranoid, though, comes in as Loud look to make this hit happen. 2 years, pretty big amount of damage taken now, and audacious plant out in the open. They thought they had it covered, but Busio was all over it, baby. 3 with the Guardian. The lockdown helps them get in. Now Les and Pancata on the outside looking in. They're about to get squeezed. Presence coming in here from A-Long. Pancata can run and gun for 1. But that'll be the defuse. Around 1 here for 100 Thieves. Again, we are tied up.
Such an intelligent round coming out of that timeout from Coach Zix. I love the way they play that, just pushing down C, trying to take the space, and once they realized that Loud weren't there, that they were shepherding them into this A site. Busio, lockdown comes through. Then he cleans them all up himself. But even if he didn't, look at these positions from 100 Thieves. With Cryo and Bang coming back from Rubble side, they would have had those remainder of the Loud players completely encircled.
Cryo can keep doing that as well. He has that ultimate to TP and even get involved in the fight after playing deep on the extremity. Cryo's at mouth, so he definitely is committed to some degree, but a quick TP out and he'll be safe.
And that was also just 100 Thieves out of the timeout, recognizing Loud's tendencies over the past few rounds, their willingness to play with several players towards A, push up into Rubble early, and now again fighting towards C. Cryo finding another first kill.
And he refreshes that one way that Les straight up disrespects. So now 100 Thieves have shut down that early C probe, and they have info of this side of the map.
Contacting towards A, Busio's turret taking contact for the defense, broken by Sadhawk.
Aslan throws the paint shells, which does connect with Sadhawk, takes him down to 72. Okay, nice swing from Thieves here getting onto the side. Asta falls down in tree. 4 up now for Loud for this post plant.
Oh, Pancata gets another just fighting stairs. Mechanics looking so strong from him right now.
It's going to be up to EU and Bang here to salvage this one. Haymakers getting thrown by both teams.
Toxins
Bang's
going
timing
up.
from stairs. Maybe not expecting that right side angle. Pancata's been playing it consistently in the post plant though. He's going to challenge it.
Player standing.
Comes off second best. Pancata, man. Hasn't lost his edge at all. And that EU is going to have to slink away. There's no other choice. Look at the money for 100 Thieves. Keeping a gun here means that they can still buy.
Absolutely, just going to play for his life. Loud contacting up even after losing the first player. Those 2 initial duels taken, just snappy headshots, finding entries onto the site. Pure individuality from their side.
It's Sardak and Tuyas, right? They just take single fights, win them both out.
And what a juxtaposition, perhaps closing out this game with moments like that. Pure individuality, just swings like that from Thieves. Kawanzin taking the duel. Given where they started in this series, unable to get a kill on Cryo a single time on Ascent for how many rounds? Could not win a single duel there. Now looking like this.
Loud now, with those 11 rounds in hand. And a healthy buy. 100 Thieves again, they don't look to fight too doggedly here for this A side of the map. Look, Asuna does show with a shoulder peek. And rinse and repeat for Loud. Scaling up here on this A side.
Yeah, they've done this many times already. We saw 100 Thieves out of the timeout, prepared for this, trying to counter this.
Pings towards that box there that Cryo had been set up on. This round, though, he's double faced up with Asuna on the site.
This time it's much more passive from 100 Thieves, waiting to be able to play off of that wall again. Asuna breaking that Prowler. Things really stalling out on the A side. Neither team willing to give up too much. It's a game of info as the boombox goes out as well. Another Prowler broken.
Loud are adamant about this. They don't want to ping off to the other side of the map here. Door's thrown open. Asuna will go to check it. Just gives the shoulder again.
They're being so patient and they're draining so much utility from the defensive side. Look at EU, no Cs, no Prowlers.
But that's not the only thing that's drained. Time is getting short now, 30 seconds left.
30 seconds left.
TP for Cryo for some info. Actually sees less at Mound, so they can't be sure. But here comes the A push. Nightfall's going to catch onto all 4 of these players. Kawanzin catches Asuna first. It's the second round and they're always lost out inside tree. They need him to be dominant. EU though takes care of Tuyas. Playing from upper, so important after Cryo got caught mid-TP there. And Bang finds success at B.
Planted.
Now the plan to encircle Loud. Far from a guarantee.
It's Pancata and Sardak, 2 of the original members of this team. The champions winners.
And Bang and Boostio have to put it together. They are awful short on time.
Right there.
No real util to speak of and just a bulldog for Boostio. Loud can now pair themselves up here in tree and allow the game to come to them. Viper's pick going to be thrown down here as Boostio gives it a tap instantly. Now can play through the Viper util. Here comes Boosty! No good, Pancata. 2 cannon to be shut down. Bang thought to stick it, but no, it's not to be. Loud get themselves to match point.
They're on the cusp of getting a last-second win
Match point.
in the VCT this year, ending things off on a high note after what's been a tumultuous season. A good one to go home on if they can close this out.
The Viper's pit, that's a scary prospect here, but such a cool, calm and collected approach here from the 2 veterans, the 2 world champions.
Crazy to see a 2v2 with 3 world champions in the mix to close out that round.
That's America's, baby. Just a flashpoint here to get Loud forward. No pop in their defensive Viper wall yet, and EU's on the other side of the door. It might be a faster hit here for Loud. Money not good for 100 Thieves. They're in the doldrums and they're scraping together what they can to keep this game alive.
Tui's about to get the showstopper because of that orb.
Oh man, this angle's been so good for Les and Loud in general, but Asuna wants to try and make something happen with the judge. It's 1. Sardak steps up, but he's still flanked by the paranoia. And now the new rule theft for Les is going to make it even worse. 100 Thieves laid bare.
Player standing.
Flank timing for Boostio, going to be spotted out early by that util, and EU is going to do it all.
Planted.
Against 4. He's been incredible this season. A big part of the reason why 100 Thieves are in EU is He's got to do it all
Planted.
against 4. He's been incredible this season. A big part of the reason why 100 Thieves are in these playoffs. But against an already eliminated team, 100 Thieves are gonna pull up short. Pancada and Les might swing this at the same time. And it's loud that Exit Americus